So today, if you don't know what to do in the heavy bag or know what to do from a boxing standpoint or a routine, today we are working on hand position and what you do with your hands. Specifically on the bag, what we're doing is we're going to do it in 3 ways, right? So worried about what you do with your hands is as you're punching, as you're blocking, there's a bunch of different ways to use your hands in boxing. However, specifically for this bag drill, what we're working on is catching counters. And so what we're looking to do is to catch the jab and counter with our own jab. But we also want to establish our jab and not get caught with the same counter that we're setting up. So we're going to do it in 3 ways. We're going to, 1, establish our jab. And then 2, we're going to take away their jab with the catch and counter. And then 3, we're going to use a hand feint to pretty much control this space. So I'm going to do 2 at a time before we get into establishing the jab, 2 at a time before we get into the catch and the counter, 2 at a time before we go ahead and get into the feint. So I'll show you what that looks like. I am going to incorporate footwork as we circle to the left to get into this action. But if you notice here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the front foot, get to the front foot, get to the front foot, attack. Now, if I do it again here, I'm going to do catch and counters this time. So I'm going to get to the front foot, catch their jab. Get to the front foot, catch their jab. Get to the front foot, catch their jab, shoot mine, and go ahead and get back out. I'm going to do the same thing here from a feint standpoint. I'm going to get to the front foot. I'm going to get to the front foot. I'm going to get to the front foot, hand feint, and then go ahead and get back out. Now, for you, you can do that for... There's another thing that we're trying to do. We're trying to maintain and build up our intentions and our focus. So I'm not going to tell you to do this for 3 minutes on the bag if you haven't started at this, because I want your intentions to be pure. So if I tell you to do 3 minutes on the bag, you're going to zone out after a while and do whatever you want to do. Right now, the focus is to work on one specific skill for one specific situation. So once again, we're going to circle twice, shoot our jab. If you notice, my hand position can go ahead and change according to where my opponent's at. If I'm showing you guys here, and if I were to circle here, my opponent should be slightly over there. If I were to circle here, or wherever my opponent goes, I'm going to position my hand to go ahead and block their jab at the same time as I go ahead and throw mine, so they don't catch and counter me the same way. So I'm here, I shoot mine, and I go ahead and get out. Now, I don't need to step. I don't need to, it just depends on where my opponent's at. Same thing off of my catches. I'm here, I'm looking to catch. Here, I'm looking to catch. Here, catch. And I still want to put my hand in the same position just in case they catch and counter me as well. The last one we're doing, once again, is going to be that feint. And it's going to be a hand feint. And then I go ahead and get back out. So that is something that you can do in the bag today if you don't know what to do for your emphasis standpoint. But we are working on hand position and what we need to do with our hands. But that is the civilian workout for me because I am not a boxer. I just do this as a boxing enthusiast, although I am a coach and an actual coach. But this is something that you can do whether you just love boxing or